Welcome back to Entrada Day 11. Another day of bricks and grading. It's going to be a lot of the same of what we've been doing for the last few videos, but that's okay. That's step by step. This is the process. Small crew, small production, lots of days of the same stuff. So, I think today we're focusing on getting ready for this patio. So we're going to pour this in concrete here. All right, so that's going to be a slab. All right, we're going to bring another truckload, right, of mud, and then pour this all the way through. Set up another seat wall here. All right, so this will be the entrance to the new building. We're going to leave this in dirt because technically the city has an easement 5 feet away from the top of this rain gutter here. So 5 feet over, any given time, the city can come in and add communications lines, underground electrical. We're not allowed to build there. Now, technically we could, but if we do, they might just demo it, and then all of our work is undone, which is fine. We don't need to build there. We can put planters there. We'll do the walkway here. If they really need to demo it, we can re-pour it. So we're going to be focusing on getting this all graded down to about 4 inches under the existing slab, and then 5 inches from the bottom of the brick, or 5 inches from the bottom of the weep screed, all the way through there. The tractor helped with most of it, but there's still a lot of hand digging. This is going to get stuccoed, probably not today, because we still got to do the brick all through the front. And I'm the brick guy today. We're going to stop the brick here, just like we did over here, okay? And then stucco the rest of this. We also get to scratch and brown this today. So we talked to the inspector. He said, go ahead and scratch and brown all this to that corner and to this corner, and then all up and around these doors. So if we could get all 3 of those things done, that'd be pretty big. The mixer's messing with my audio. We've got to do this wall still, but we don't have the stucco molding here to do all of that. So that's what we can do. So that's what we're going to do. Suppose we ought to do a lunchtime update. Out on the mixer right now. Just got a batch ready to start scratching and browning the inside of the breezeway. So we're letting it sit now. Once you do a half a bag of plastic and 12 shovels of sand, big shovels, not little shovels, and then about a shovel of lime, you get a nice, real sticky cement product that sticks to the wall real nicely. I like it extra wet. Not too wet, but this batch I just made is a little too wet, but it's getting on. It just doesn't go on as thick, and you really want to do, I'd say about 3/8 of an inch for the scratch coat, 3/8 of an inch for the brown coat, so you got about 3/4 of an inch by the time you're done. And when it's this thin, it goes on easy, but it doesn't get on thick, so you can have problems. But yeah, we got into this tight corner. And we're gonna try and get all the way up this wall. And obviously on this corner and the other corner, we still have lath to do. So we really shouldn't go this far. We should kind of stop, back it off. Oops, sorry, we gotta back it off a few inches. That way we can put the next lath on it without having to fight the scratch and brown coat, you know. And obviously this all has to get stuccoed as well. So we're just deciding that this is arbitrarily where we want to end it for now. For this portion of the leg of the project, this bite of the project. And that's not great. If we got the staple gun, we got to hit this again. Edgar, if you got that staple gun, we got to hit this. All right, 1, 2, 1, 2 right there. But yeah, we're gonna work our way around here. Still got to cut some of this back, just inch by inch. Dad's out front finishing the tile job. I suppose we should check on him real quick. Get him in the video. Papa,
Yeah.
how you doing?
What?
How you doing?
Not good.
Not good.
Oh.
Oh, Jared's got the grout going. We're doing a lunchtime update.
Oh.
Got those top shoulder bricks in. That looks good.
Well, I just, you know, when it's kind of just wet, it's easy to do. And I just want to catch it up. Get back on the bricklaying.
Don't forget the battery.
No, they already stole one once, them assholes.
Hey. End of the day wrap up. We got most of this graded. There's still quite a bit of work here. Don't kid yourself. There's hours of work there. But we got the rough grade in. Call it the rough grade. Got this wall grouted. Got this tile in and grouted. Actually, that was a... Yeah, I mean, we had to do a compromise here. Not pleased with this. We got to clean that out so concrete doesn't settle in. That's where the water weeps out. Got the soldier brick on, little Higgins brick on top. We made good progress in the breezeway. Didn't get much of this on footage because it was a battle. I mean, you could see, I mean, these aren't the tightest of tight quarters, but they're not fun. So we got all that scratched and all this scratched and browned. This is ready for stucco. But really, I mean, we shouldn't, right? I mean, we could stucco part of it, but we still got to continue this all the way down. We just haven't decided what this breezeway is going to look like. Still haven't done much over here. We really should do that tomorrow. Yeah, maybe I'll pitch that. We'll do that tomorrow. Ugh. More scratching and browning. We need stucco molding. All right. Off to the next day. Welcome to Entrada Day 12. I was thinking when I did that Erskine house a couple months ago, we did that in 18 days. Literally like probably in 3 weeks. Very few days off. 1 day off a week. This is day 12 of Entrada, and that was months ago. We've been slacking off on this building. Somewhat because of permits, but not really. It's more of like material, vacations, storms, sicknesses. But anyway, we're getting close on this place, and it's starting to really come together. You can see this was the original design we did last summer, and that's what we're doing here. We're continuing it here. So this is what we did yesterday, and we forgot the couple of bricks we need to finish this. So we got a couple more bricks to soldier up top there, and then we got to grout that. But once that's done, it's just a matter of stuccoing, right? Stuccoing here, and then stuccoing here, and then we're continuing this eventually. I've mentioned that, but not yet, because we don't know what we're going to do with all these doors and windows. These used to be the entrances, but we're putting a new patio and walkway outside, so we have a new entrance to this building because it's more modern, aesthetic, more opening, right? More curb appeal. So we're going to see what these look like. Realistically, only that back room really needs an entrance, and it has one on the side, so we might kind of make this more for the tenants, kind of like a break room area, dog sitting area. We might have to pull all this tile up, but that's not here nor there. Today it's a matter of what else. It's we got to finish doing the brown coat here. We got to knock down this brown coat here for stucco. So we'll be prepping this for stucco pretty soon. And as soon as the mud's going, we're gonna knock that out real quick, 20, 30 minutes. And then we're coming back to the south wall. We never got the scaffolds out and finished this south wall. So that's what it looks like. There's Jared, and the dirt pile. That dirt pile's got rocks in it. Those damn kids throwing rocks in our dirt pile. Really pisses Dad off. I mean, it's hard to you put a brown coat on when there's rocks in your mud. Then your trowels skip in, it's just a mess. Then you're digging it out. Ugh. Anyway, so we got to do this grade as well. So we're gonna bring in a truckload of mud, 10, 11 yards. And the estimate is 7 yards, Dad. You think 7 yards is gonna do this? Probably 7. So that means we got to get rid of 3 more yards, and we'll use it. The question is where? Maybe the back entrance to the laundromat. Maybe around the plumbing fixture in the front. But
why don't you get a shovel and help your poor old dad?
You know, I would love to help you work the shovel, but nobody loves a shovel more than Jared. All right, let's get to it. Lunchtime update. So the brown on the south side is done. It's laid off. It's ready for stucco, with the exception of right there. We got to put an expansion joint there. We'll do that when we get back from lunch. We got a wheelbarrow mud. We're going to put that in the shade. And then hopefully the rest of the day we're going to be browning the remainder of all this. This got done. You can kind of see it. Okay, but this did not. So this has to be browned in and laid off and knocked down a little bit. And then really that's what's needed for here. I don't know if we're gonna be stuccoing today. We'll see how far we get. That's a pain in the butt corner. But I spent my morning doing something a little more exciting. See, when we bought this laundromat, there were existing amenities. One of those amenities, 2 of those amenities, was a soap bleach softener dispenser, as well as a bag dispenser. Now, obviously we didn't have the locks, but I know the mechanical design of those because I've got other ones in my other laundromat. And I thought if I could get new cam locks, I could probably get those things up and running, reprogram the quarter mounts. So that's what I did the other day, got them installed today, and they're working perfect. And I know what you're saying. Oh, you got this all new laundromat, you're spending all kinds of money. Why not just buy brand new ones, you know? Well, the truth is they work perfectly fine. They're old mechanical dispensers. They work fine. And sure, I could spend $2,200 and a trip down to LA to get them, and they'd look prettier. But they're not gonna do a better job. So I'll just save the $2,200 and try to get my money back on this place faster than 12 years or longer. Oh God. Anyway, that's the lunchtime update. We got some grading we did out front. I'll show you that later. Yeah, welcome to part 3 of today's video. Started it off with some time lapse and stucco. We did the first half of that building here, and I'm going to show you guys that and the grade we're doing here. We're setting up for a pour this Friday, and missed some spots there. I'll have to fix some spots. I got to fix those. But I mean, you can see the stucco goes up pretty quick when you got 3 guys doing it. We worked all the way around here, starting to really come together. But let me show you. You know, when you're stuccoing, make sure your wall's wet. You're gonna waste a lot of stucco. It's a lot harder. Just get your wall wet, hit it with a hose or a sponge. But I want to tell you how we did the grade here, because it's kind of neat. It's kind of obvious, but it's not obvious if you've never done it before or thought about it. So what's gonna happen here is we're gonna bring in a truckload of concrete, and we're gonna pour from that corner all the way over, all the way over, all the way over. And we put forms in there because we need the forms to tell us the height of the mud as we're dropping it in. We got to pull the forms later during the pour. But we dug a footing here. That's to protect the slab from the roots of that tree. That tree is in 20, 30 years, just, you know, it's gonna have massive roots. So we're gonna pour some salt in there, nice a footer there, and hopefully the tree doesn't get to lift that patio up. But yeah, so in determining this line, what we had to do was kind of figure what we know. You know, if you're ever thinking about how to pour something like this, it's kind of common sense, right? You got to think about a couple things. One, you don't want to pour a concrete deck that falls the rainwater back to the building. That's no good, right? It destroys your floors and you get tenants complaining. It has to be falling away from the property. It can't be level. It really has to fall away. So in our case, our building is elevated and we have a drop here. So we measured the slab's 4 inches, so we're 5 inches down from the weep screed, and we know that the bottom 4 inches of this whole thing will be mud, and we want to make sure it's falling. And then we know that the maximum depth we can get it to fall is basically the height of the existing asphalt road. So we put our line there, ran it up, made sure it was falling, and then basically established, like, okay, that is going to be the first line. And then from off of that, everything has to work together. So we have an existing wall, right? We have an existing wall we put here, and we assume that brick wall is level, right? Every course should be level or close enough. So we ran a line from this stake way over here, 12 inches off the wall. The line went all the way to here, 12 inches off that wall. We had a stake there. And then we brought it all the way to here, right? Because we needed to get the block wall height right here. So we know that the second course is going to be that tall, and that means our mud's going to be coming down to here, so we kind of have an idea of where that block has to be. We don't want to do that when the mud's going. But essentially, if you think about it, you can do this many different ways, but when you step back, you got to say, okay, this block wall that goes across here, okay, that seat wall needs to be level with the one we're putting here. So we just ran a line all the way across and then marked it. that's a wrap. That's a wrap on the stucco day. This video has been a lot of time lapsing, and it's just been a lot of repetitive labor. And there's still a lot more to do. So I'm gonna cut a lot of this stuff out. You probably noticed we didn't show you everything, but it's just a lot of scratching and browning and stuccoing. But I'm really excited. I think this is the first time I get to look at this building and go, we're really close. I mean, the backside of this building right here used to look like the backside over here. Just years and years of sun exposure. The paint has just bubbled off. You know, we've got the front side of that building done. We've got the back side of this building almost done. We just got that little spot of stucco and the concrete pour Friday, and maybe a few odds and ends, you know, but nothing major. Hey, this is huge. The breezeway we still have to do, and that's a bit of work. And this little section of wall here, but I'd say we're 3/4 of the way done with the exterior. I can't wait to do the before and after. Look at that. All right. I mean, that's a long ways from what it used to look like. Really cool, really cool. All right, so still a lot more work yet to do on this building, but hope you're enjoying the progress as we come along. And I do need to start collecting all the before and after pictures. I don't know how much stuff I have. I didn't plan on filming it when I started this building, but we'll make a nice video out of all of it. All right, we'll see you on the next one.